Hey! In Bloons Tower Defense 6, Monkey Team's in an event where the main goal is to win a map with only the 3 predefined selection of towers that the map gives to you, of which is highlighted within a special border, previewing the 3 towers, plus any selected hero. All 4 map difficulty tiers will receive 1 map with Monkey Team's tag. My challenge here is to complete impossible mode for each tier of map, and this means beginner, intermediate, advanced, and finally, expert. Unsure whether I'm going to be able to do this. I would have tried this on chimps, but it would most likely be impossible. For example, a Monkey Team could include a banana farm or village, which are useful towers, but in terms of Monkey Teams, only having 1 tower to attack or do anything, it would definitely be a challenge, but I strongly doubt it would be possible in most cases. And especially because of me, because I'm bad. Get it? Hopefully you got all of that. Now, let's begin. The 3 towers, being Alchemist, Engineer, and Druid, are the 3 towers chosen by the overlords of Bloons RNG. Before we continue, please like the video and subscribe, or Banana Boy will stop dancing. Thank you. So with that over and done with, let's begin. Starting off on the beginner maps, the game has chosen Candy Falls. I chose Sorda because she's beautiful at attacking around the corners, due to her immense attack speed and damage in the early game, and then press play. Sorda held off everything, and about halfway through round 15, I put down an engineer to help assist her. Mainly heading towards Balloon Trap, as this is mainly our source of income in the early game, along with destroying all balloons besides camo. This is okay though, because for some reason Ninja Kiwi decided to make Sorda C camo, but I'm not complaining. Sorda and the 023 engineer managed to hold off until round 28, because that's the round lead balloons come out. I just about didn't have enough money to purchase Balloon Trap that could eat up the leads by itself, but luckily Sorda's level 3 ability, Leaping Sword, came to the rescue. This can pop leads even after the slam has happened, allowing me to save enough for Balloon Trap, of which that dealt with the leads on round 30. All was going well, but a few leads snuck by on round 37 due to the trap being filled on the round. But once more, Sorda is on the case. So, round 40, the first Moab. These 2 towers in this state are quite terrible at Moab damage, but with these exact placements I managed to pop it to the exact last nail shot from the engineer, which I believe does 2 damage, making this a pro move, and I'm proud. And you're probably thinking, Blazin, what about the ceramics that come out? Well, Sorda's ability does mega damage on landing, one-shotting the ceramics, making this the most beautiful play you have ever seen. At round 42, the camo balloons here got a bit further than I would have liked, so what did I do? I buffed Sorda, of course, with the 401 or the stronger stimulant, Alchemist. This allows us to do extra damage and attack speed, making this a cost-effective maneuver for the next 8 rounds or so. I also put down a rubber to gold to assist with money generation. This helps for the rounds to come. So, after 60 rounds, we finally decided to use the 3rd tower, the Druid. I had already saved about 50k by this point, allowing me to buy the 250 Druid, also known as the Spirit of the Forest, with its deadly thorns on the track, dealing insane damage. Nothing was getting by. Even though this tower cannot technically see camo, due to its thorns being classed as on the track, this means it effectively works like a spike factory, meaning if a balloon touches, it pops. With the hard thorns upgrade on the Spirit of the Forest, this allows it to deal damage to camo lead balloons, which will be brilliant for round 90 plus with its DDTs. This carried until I'd saved up enough for another Druid, another one that can secretly see camo, the Superstorm. With its power to see camo and knock back many Moab balloons at a large distance, this made the rest of the game trivial to watch. One of the final things I did was buff both of the 5th tier Druids, using more of them. The bottom path Druid's Poplust increases the attack speed of all Druids in range, and it maxes out at 5, making the end of this even more trivial. I decided to buy Overclock with the spare money, just in case I thought I was going to fail on round 100. Round 100 comes by and it takes our towers around 31 seconds to pop the bad, with most of the damage happening within the first 15. Due to our tower's range, the bad leaves for a moment and then pops back in 10 seconds later to be annihilated by the Superstorm. And with that, the Superstorm and the Spirit of the Forest combination allowed us to easily beat the first map, giving us our round 100 reward of a 022 Dartling Gunner. Not too bad. On to the next map. Moving on to intermediate, same towers as before, but this time on downstream. I started off the same as before with the same strategy as it's the same towers. This time I'll skip the nonsense and move straight to the 90s. The reason why I wanted to show you the 90s is because last time I managed to get the superstorm a little bit earlier before that. Main reason being is because I got the pop lust after the superstorm, but this time I did it the other way around. This means I could only buy superstorm shortly after when the first few DDTs come in. I was kind of fearing losing because I didn't really have anything to damage them to my knowledge besides the spirit of the forest. I carried on and had low hopes. However, the hope flipped around as I saw the DDTs pop fairly shortly into the map, and the next round, I bought Superstorm. Superstorm actually seemed to work better on this map as it had almost 2 exactly perfect straight lines along the map for hitting all the balloons coming in and exiting, as long as it still could attack. And once again, round 100 was a breeze. But something came into my mind. What if I continue? What round can this get to? So I put it to the test. I decided to buy Ultra Boost, the 5th tier engineer, to increase attack speed of all of the 5th tier druids. This allowed me to get to round 140, where sadly the bad damage was just not there anymore. As the fortified bad came out, it moseyed on right towards the end. And because this is free play, it was like a boss balloon at this point. It didn't even pop, but it was close. After this, I went to bed. It was about 4 AM by the time that round ended, and I woke up the next day and sadly, the 3 towers had changed. I thought, okay, whatever, I'll just use these for the next one. I tried for about 2 hours using the next few towers and a mixture of heroes to beat the early part of Impoppable on the next advanced map, Sunken Columns. I thought I could do it. One balloon always got by and I died again and again and again. I am defeated. I lost. Thanks you for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing. It helps a big bunch. Banana Boy is watching. Peace.